Thank you very much, Ted. Just to put things into contrast, in 2015, during her upset victory, Rachel Notley held her victory party at the Westin Hotel in a hall just a few blocks from here. We'll flash forward to 2019, and despite expectations being kept somewhat in check, we're in a much larger venue, the Edmonton Convention Center. So no matter what happens tonight, it is going to be a larger gathering. Of course, trying to determine if Albertans think that the last 4 years of Rachel Notley have been enough for her to earn a second go-round.
My name is Rachel Notley, and I want to thank you for electing me as your premier.
It was a result few initially predicted. Rachel Notley riding the orange wave to form majority government on May 5, 2015, ending 44 years of PC rule in Alberta. But if she was stunned by the win, the newly elected premier didn't let it show, immediately delivering on key platform promises.
For the first time in many years, we have an efficient and lean cabinet to get down to work and to deliver results.
Perhaps most significantly, Canada's wealthiest province announced a bold plan to implement the nation's highest minimum wage, leaping from $10.20 per hour to $15 by 2018. But Notley's honeymoon period soon hit some bumpy terrain. Oil prices continued to skid, dropping 53% in 2015 alone. That led to $6.1 billion in red ink in her first budget, a number that would be trumped in each subsequent year. The promise of a balanced budget by 2018 out the window, replaced by a 2024 promise, but by then, $96 billion in debt. Still, the turbulent economic outlook does not curb an aggressive climate change plan. At the forefront, a carbon tax. The economy, though, taking a back seat 1 year after the election. An unprecedented wildfire tears through northern Alberta, with more than 80,000 residents fleeing Fort McMurray. It would go down as the costliest disaster in Canadian history, a gut punch for a community and province reeling from the oil downturn. But by November, an apparent win for Notley and Alberta. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announcing pipeline approvals, primarily crediting Notley's climate change plan for the decision. If only it was that easy.
Certainly, Alberta made their case, as they always do.
BC's newly elected Premier John Horgan standing in opposition to the Trans Mountain expansion over environmental concerns, promising to use every tool at his disposal to kill the project.
We will not let one province overturn a decision that is so important to our province.
In turn, Notley puts a cork in BC wine, banning the product from Alberta. The feds, though, eventually purchasing the pipeline project to smooth the troubled waters, but the courts quashed Ottawa's pipeline approval, sending the project back to the consultation drawing board. Critics claim Notley's attempt at social license had failed, and the TMX remains stalled to this day. Notley has been aggressive in fostering social change in Alberta. She delivered on gender parity with her first cabinet. She enhanced rules around gay-straight alliances in schools and helped usher in Alberta's first safe injection sites. She also launched an ambitious subsidized childcare policy. But the dominant focus leading up to the election has been twofold: the economy and pipelines.
We will act to defend our workers, our economy, and our progress on climate action.
Notley launching several initiatives aimed at diversifying Alberta's jobs market as unemployment reached levels not seen in years. She offered up a laundry list of interim pipeline alternatives, everything from investing in rail car capacity to move product and tightening production to boost rock-bottom oil prices. Notley reiterating those efforts on the campaign trail, all while touting herself as the chief defender of key social issues.
It has been the fight of my life.
Will it be a battle she wins? We'll find out tonight.
Now, despite what the polls suggest, there is genuine optimism here amongst the NDP press, and it is worth noting that tomorrow is actually Rachel Notley's birthday. So the question is, will this be a dual celebration for the incumbent premier? Well, we will be here all night covering this event live as the results flow in, beginning at 8 o'clock. But, of course, for that to happen, for Notley to be victorious, she has to beat Jason Kenney. And our own Tara Overholt is at Kenney campaign quarters, with a live preview.